Welcome everyone to Spotlight on the Arts, brought to you by the Chicopee Cultural Council and ChicopeeTV. I am Johnny Miranda, your host for the evening, and we have a great show for you today. Coming directly from Springfield, we have Edward Lyon, a great artist, an airbrush artist that I can't wait for you to meet. So without further ado, Edward Lyon, better known as Eddie. Eddie, how are you?
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for the intro.
Thank you for coming into Spotlight on the Arts.
You're welcome.
I'm excited to get to know more of you, and I know that our audience will be excited to get to know you as an artist. So we were talking a little bit before the show started, and I want to know, how did your passion for the arts begin? How did you start? How did it all start?
I was 13 years old. My brother got me into drawing, as a matter of fact, on paper. And since then, it took off from there. I started drawing in school, took arts in school. Really graffiti. I was really into graffiti art.
Great.
I was into graffiti art, and I was like one of the best.
Nice. So where did you practice your craft when you were young?
Oh, I was home, really.
Okay.
Home, arts. I never really took arts in school, but it was a challenge. I had no teacher, nobody teaching me. I self-taught, and a lot of copying. I did a lot of copying.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people would say
that is a way to start.
Yeah,
that is a way to
I
start.
did a lot of copying, and that's what got me into dimensions and stuff like that. And yeah.
So you mentioned that you started because you were helping your brother doing some flyers and things like that.
Yeah. When he was a DJ.
What moment in time when you started doing it for work and then it became a passion?
I've been airbrushing all these years, on and off. I really didn't, because I didn't have a teacher, so I was getting, with the airbrushing, I was getting frustrated. I didn't know what to do. Nobody was teaching me. I was watching YouTube videos, and still it was just frustrating. I didn't get into airbrushing till like 8 years ago, when I started airbrushing at the East Shore Mall. It's called Remix, a store called Remix.
Okay.
Shout out to Remix. And this guy, Airbrush Andrew, he was the one that led me to where I am today.
And like what's the difference like for you in all those mediums that you experience, drawing, painting? How did you feel that you evolved in that process?
I evolved very much. I mean, airbrushing is nothing like compared to drawing on paper. It's more liver. It brings the drawing to life, and I just love it. I love airbrushing.
Nice.
I love it.
Do you have a theme? Anything that you like to paint? Or
not really. I paint on anything and everything. There's no one thing I stick to. I do garage doors, furniture, shirts, motorcycle covers. You name it, I'll paint on it.
Nice. And I have seen some of your collection, your creations. You've done sculptures as well. I've seen you've done some figurines, which are really awesome. And in a little bit, you are definitely going to have a view at Edward painting something alive for us here on Spotlight on the Arts. But Edward, so how do you feel about the art scene in Springfield? I know that in the Springfield region, including Chicopee and Holyoke, the arts have played a very important part in revitalizing communities, building communities, bringing people together. How do you feel that we are in this process right now?
It's really surprising. I mean, it's like within the past couple of years, I've seen a lot of good artists out there. I'm like, and what thing upsets me the most is the downtown areas. They hired people from out of the city instead of hiring local artists. It really, that was a really big turn down. But the art in Springfield is, I mean, it's pretty awesome.
There's been a lot of murals going up, same as here in Chicopee. A lot of artists have come together to work together in particular projects, which I think it's amazing.
And I, to tell you the truth, I haven't been part of that. I really haven't been part of that. And I would like to get into that kind of stuff, but it's, I've been so busy with my things.
Time, no, definitely time for the life of an artist, right? Creating art, selling art. So it's not, you have to divide your profession in two. You become the creator, but you're also the salesman. So it's hard sometimes to balance that. Any particular project that you're looking forward to that's coming up for you?
Not really. There is a motorcycle that I will be painting.
Nice.
A war type of theme.
Nice.
I'm really excited. I mean, everything I do is a challenge, because everything I've done only once. So everything I do is a challenge, and I'm really excited for it. I can't wait.
So you do consignment work. People get to contact you, and if they want something in particular, anything that you want painted, Eddie can paint it for you.
Yeah.
So what has been the most interesting project that you have done so far?
Oh, it was a motorcycle I did, a Can-Am Spider
Nice.
for this motorcycle club called The Click. It was a clown theme.
Nice.
Evil clown theme. And that was like the most challenging
Nice.
one I've done.
So for
far.
all those bikers out there, if you want somebody to paint your bike, Eddie is your man. So Eddie, what can you tell our future generation, people that are looking up to you, kids that didn't have a role model like ourselves that looked like us, right? People of color coming into an art scene. What message would you have for them, right?
Don't give up on what you're doing. And I gave up on what I did, and I'm regretting it, and I'm learning late. I'm 51 years old now, and I regret quitting on airbrushing. And I would have been to where I want to be right now, and because I had no teacher and no guidance to learn the airbrushing art, and I regret it. I regret it. Don't give up. Just don't give up.
Yeah. What are the pros and cons of being self-taught as opposed to having formal training? What do you think is the pros and the cons of that?
Oh, the pros is having a teacher is you learn quicker.
Yeah.
And the cons is you just takes a long time.
Yeah, it does. And I think that when you go through the formal training, you also embark in a process of networking. So you're not only learning, but you're meeting people, making these connections that will later on foster business relations.
Exactly.
So definitely follow Eddie's advice and don't quit on your dreams. If this is something that you want to do, if you like art, continue doing it. Like my man Eddie, the time will come and you will shine. He's shining right now. I mean, this man is booked. He creates amazing things, and I've seen him. I follow him on Facebook, and I love all his work. And I definitely needed the Chicopee audience to see his work. So we are going to give Eddie the spotlight, and he is going to bring us a demonstration. I would call it performance art, right? And he's going to paint for us something so that you can see him at work, see what he can do, and we'll reconvene.
Now, to learn how to airbrush, you gotta have patience. Like I said in my interview, don't give up. It takes a lot of practice. Once you see results, you're gonna love it. One thing about airbrushing, you mess up, you can always fix it. It's only paint. There you go.
And that was Eddie with this phenomenal shirt work. I'm excited. I was excited to see him in this creative process, and I'm glad that he was here today. And I'm happy that you were able to enjoy him and his creation process. Eddie, where can our audience find you?
You can find me on Artisto Custom, KUS space TOMZ on Facebook. Or you can email me at eddro40@gmail.com.
Make sure that you go to his page, look at all the stuff he's creating. He's very active creating. I think he gets a lot of orders, so he posts those pictures, and it's like a gallery if you go in there, and it's an exhibit. So thank you so much, Eddie, for coming in, for showing us your work. I'm excited to see more of you, to learn more about you, and maybe one day we can work together.
Yeah, hey, that sounds
Thank you so
awesome.
much. And everyone, I will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in to Spotlight on the Arts. This has been Johnny Miranda, and I'll see you next time.